Hello everyone, this is Frank DeMore with the End Times Research Ministry. I wanted to relay something to you that you may have missed. And I want to focus my attention on the believers, those people who call themselves Christians. And please keep in mind, I don't care if you're a Democrat Christian, I don't care if you're a Republican Christian. What I'm about to tell you is extremely important that concerns how you'll live out your life in the future under a Hillary Clinton regime compared to a Donald Trump presidency. I'm sure that if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, you would agree with me when I say we put aside all the differences when it comes to our faith in Jesus Christ. And some of us are not Catholic, some of us are evangelicals. But the fact of the matter is, we worship and follow the same Lord Jesus Christ. Now, if you see a candidate that shows disdain for Christians, and as I said, it doesn't matter if you're a Republican Christian or a Democrat Christian, you are a Christian. And when they go after you, as you're going to be seeing, then you better make a decision from your heart and your soul whether you can vote for a person who puts down your Christian faith and thinks that you're subpar because you're a Christian. I'm not just saying this. I want to play some information for you so that you can see for yourself what Hillary Clinton's staff is doing, what Hillary Clinton has said about religious people. I want to start off with a comment. These are the words of Hillary Clinton. You'll see it in the blue. It says this: Clinton suggests that women's abortion rights supersede religious liberty, saying, and I quote, this is from Hillary now, deep-seated culture codes, religious beliefs, and structural biases have to be changed. Now, when she gets into office, if you vote for her and she gets into office, I can promise you this, like Barack Obama promised that he was going to take care of our economics in the United States and just about collapsed America under almost a $20 trillion debt. I can assure you that her beliefs about Christianity, the people who walk in Christianity, will be attacked. Now, there's a statement about Donald Trump on the right-hand side. This is what he said. Religious freedom is the right of people of faith to freely practice their faith. It is so important. You cannot compromise a political position when it comes to Jesus Christ. You cannot compromise your faith. You cannot separate Democrat and Republican when it comes to faith in Jesus Christ. If you have done that, then you've partaken in the world system. And the Lord told us, don't be part of the world. You can't compromise. There is no way that you can do this. Last week I wrote a piece after Wikileaks released some new emails that really didn't mean much, and people were upset. And what I said in my write-up, I believe that I put it on Mr. Trump's post, I said that don't worry about the leaks that you saw that really don't mean much. Because I believed in my heart that leaks were coming and they were waiting for a specific time to show what Hillary Clinton is all about. And that's what we have seen now when these new leaks came out. I want to show you that it's dealing with Christians, Hillary's people, that you cannot separate the people who are running the campaign with Hillary Clinton, especially as you saw what Hillary Clinton says about the Christianity, the views about her religious beliefs and structural bias have to be changed. In other words, change the way the Christians think. Clinton and the people running her campaign are attacking Christians, attacking our beliefs. But you can fight back, and the way that you can fight back is by voting for Donald Trump. There's a section on this where they stand on religious liberty from quotes. I want to quote what Donald Trump said in reference to Christianity. He vowed to protect Christians during the invocation speech at Liberty University. So if you are a Christian, if you are what they label us evangelicals, or a label of Catholic, they're talking about our faith in Jesus Christ. And thanks to Wikileaks, we now know the reality of what Hillary Clinton thinks about Christians. Watch this.
Newt Gingrich was sitting where you were yesterday morning, former Speaker of the House here, and he said that Donald Trump's campaign really needs to focus on WikiLeaks and the email scandal involving Hillary Clinton. And we just got some more information this morning. You know, every day we walk into the newsroom, there's more information, more WikiLeaks stuff. This morning, I was reading about them mocking her campaign, mocking Christianity, mocking Catholics, talking about Rupert Murdoch, who's head of News Corp, sending his kids to Catholic school. Here's one of the emails, Steve.
That's right. This is between Hillary's communications director, Jennifer Palmieri, and a fellow by the name of John Halpern from a lefty think tank. They're talking about Catholicism here, and it says, it's an amazing bastardization of the faith. They must be attracted to the systemic thought and severely backwards gender relations. And then Palmieri, Hillary's communications director, says this: I imagine they think it is the most socially acceptable political conservative religion. Their rich friends wouldn't understand if they became evangelicals. That sounds like a problem, because it sounds like her communications director is anti-Catholic.
That is just so insulting and disrespectful. And you just got to think,
are you Catholic?
Yeah, I was raised a Catholic, and I just think that the attitude revealed in that is so disgraceful. Now look at the outrage, the correct outrage about Donald Trump's remarks the other day with respect to women. The remarks there about people with faith are just as bad in a different way. Now imagine further if those remarks were from Republicans about people who are Muslims. Just imagine.
It would be on the front of the New York Times.
Exactly.
Every day.
That we really need to see some contrition from them over this. They should be pressed to explain those remarks and to say that that is not the attitude of Hillary Clinton, and if they don't do that, then people will just see them for the hypocrites that they really are.
But I mean, we sort of know where this attitude comes from. They see sincere religious faith, Christian religious faith, as an impediment to imposing the brave new world they imagine we all need. Mm-hmm. Isn't that the core problem? That's why they hate people.
I think it's actually, in a way, it's even worse, because in that line about their lack of understanding about different types of Christianity, they would like to see Christianity as politically on their side.
Exactly.
And in a way, that's worse. They want to make it political, to politicize something that is so deep and profound for people. I think it's really disgusting.
Well, there are a lot of Catholics out there who are planning to vote between now and November 8th, and they can't like this.
Well, exactly. So I think that the key thing, though, is that they hear about this, that if this is going to be an issue, it needs to be made an issue.
Do you think the mainstream media will talk about it?
Or at least Donald Trump. So that's why he needs to talk about it, because otherwise it's just going to disappear into the ether, because there's so much in these WikiLeaks. So exactly, you've got to really focus on it and bring it to people's attention.
All right, Steve,
thanks.
It's obvious that Hillary Clinton has made her position known on certain amounts of people in the United States. Most of those are the followers of Donald Trump, and most of those are labeled Christian people who follow the conservative way of life. Those are what Hillary Clinton says are a basket of deplorables and irredeemable. In other words, useless. You can't do anything with them. Let me show you the contrast between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump with their own words.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right?
Do you believe you can be a devoted president to all the people in the United States?
That question begins for Mr. Trump.
Absolutely. I mean, she calls our people deplorable, a large group, and irredeemable. I will be a president for all of our people.
I'm going to show you a little bit more about Donald Trump, but before I do, I want to show you James, the book of James, chapter 2, where it talks about faith. And I would like to start right here, where in verse 17, where it says the following. Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. But someone will say, you have faith, and I have works. Show me your faith without your works, and I will show you my faith by my works. Those of us who know the scriptures, those of us who know Jesus Christ, we know that we're saved by grace, not least of our works. But we also know that a true Christian, somebody who professes the faith, their faith will be followed by their works for Jesus Christ. Not because of a law, but because of our intense love for Jesus Christ, we would want our faith to produce fruits, good fruits, and that would be coming by our works for Jesus Christ. Now, for months now, I've seen the Democratic campaign trying to stomp on Donald Trump to get rid of him, and he keeps bouncing back. They've used the media, the left-wing media, that was also revealed in the Wikileaks, that they have set people in place in the media to take down Donald Trump, and nothing has worked. Now, I want to show you the works of Donald Trump. I want to show you that Donald Trump is not just talk, but the life that Donald Trump has led, that a lot of people don't know, is one that is followed by faith and works. Let me show you.
Who is the real Donald J. Trump? When 66-year-old widow Annabelle Hill of Waynesboro, Georgia, faced foreclosure of her farm that had been in the family for 5 generations, Trump stepped in. The farm was scheduled for auction. Trump put up the money and the auction was called off with only 2 hours to spare. Donald Trump helped Annabelle burn the mortgage later that year. Mrs. Hill said, "The only way I can explain Donald Trump's actions was God had touched his heart." In Los Angeles, an airline was refusing to get a sick 3-year-old Jewish boy on a flight. Trump immediately made his expensive private jet available. Donald Trump acted to save the day without hesitation. Trump's private Boeing 727 arrived from Los Angeles to LaGuardia Airport, carrying the child with a rare and still undiagnosed breathing illness. The boy would now be able to receive the needed medical help in the New York area. Commercial airlines refused to fly the child because he could not travel without an elaborate support system. The boy's father, when asked why he thought Donald Trump made his private jet available, he replied, "Because he's a good man." A married couple spotted a disabled car alongside of the road. They stopped to offer assistance. The limo had a flat tire. The husband fixed the tire. The limo belonged to Donald J. Trump, who thanked the man and asked him how he could repay him for his kind gift. The man suggested sending his wife a bouquet of flowers. Trump agreed, and when the flowers arrived several weeks later, there was a note included that said, "We've paid off your mortgage." The New York Daily News reported Donald Trump jumped out of the back of his limo to stop a man who was savagely beating another man with a baseball bat. Eyewitnesses confirming the account to the Daily News said Trump leaped from the back of his black stretch limousine during the Manhattan assault. The guy with the bat looked at Trump, and Trump said, "Look, you've got to stop this. Put down the bat," Trump said. He recognized Trump because he said, "Mr. Trump, I didn't do anything wrong." Trump said, "How could you not be doing anything wrong when you're whacking the guy with a baseball bat?" Then the man ran away. Trump said the mugger with the bat delivered at least 5 or 6 good whacks before he interceded. Afterward, Trump said he thought about the help that his mother got when she was mugged 3 weeks before, in which a witness to the attack chased and caught the man who attacked her. Donald Trump has raised nearly $6 million for veterans. How much has Hillary Clinton raised? Thank you, Donald Trump, for setting such a great example for the rest of us. This is the type of leader America needs.
Now ask yourself, why is it the mainstream media will not show the real Donald Trump? It's because they want him gone, and they want the establishment, the way it has been for so long, to again be installed through Hillary Clinton. And I know that we have enough of those deplorable people, these irredeemable people, as Hillary refers to us as, that we can join our vote together, voting as Christians, as a basket of deplorables and irredeemables, and change the course of this election in favor of somebody who will protect Christianity and not want to change how we view our life in faith in Jesus Christ. When they tell you you cannot make a difference in an election, I'm telling you that God knows what's going on. And I know that if we join together in the faith, in Christ, and vote as one unit, Donald Trump will win this election. I'm sure that in the coming days, Wikileaks will expose even more news that the Hillary campaign and Hillary Clinton doesn't want the world to see. And I do know this, that the mainstream media will do everything that they can to suppress the truth. This is Frank DeMore with the End Times Research Ministry.